Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm starting a new series, which is like edge delivery services with commerce. Well, I'll be talking about how we can like use edge delivery services with commerce, like what is the purpose, how you can set up your demo site, like what are the building blocks and architecture of EDS with commerce. So I'll be talking about all these things. But before starting this series, the prerequisite basically to understand these concepts, you should already know about what is edge delivery services. And there's already a video series available on my channel where I have explained each and everything in detail. So I would recommend everybody to first go through that before starting this video. Okay. So let's have a quick recap of EDS before I'll be talking about EDS with commerce. So, like as you already know, EDS is known with very name like EDS or Franklin or Helix. So basically, all are same, and it basically stands for Edge Delivery Services. It is basically a next generation lightweight content management system, which is based on serverless microservice architecture, and it is used to create a very fast site which can be up and running in a shorter time and with a perfect lighthouse score. And instead of using like traditional, like we as an AEM author, we are used to have traditional content authoring using the page editors. But here, like in EDS, content editor can use the tools which they already know, right, which they're already comfortable with. So there's something called document based authoring that is supported in EDS, and it also support like what you see, what you get kind of authoring through AEM sites and universal editor. And blogs are the main, you can say, the building blocks of EDS, and these are like similar, you can say, like what you have, like you have components in here that is similar, we have blocks here in EDS. And it is not a replacement of a site, and anyway you need AEM site license to basically use EDS, so both the product can coexist together and can be used together for various use cases. Okay. And to maintain your code you need a GitHub. Okay. So that was the short introduction of EDS. So before before I even talk about why we need EDS with commerce, let's take a step back and just try to understand like what is the purpose of every digital experience like website. In the end, basically it's to drive engagement and conversion. And but what does it mean? So for some website, idea of engagement and conversion can be very abstract. Like you want your end user to consider an idea, or you want to provide some information to end user. But in case of like commerce website, the conversion is very straightforward. Like you want your end user to buy a product from your site. Okay, so it is high. It can be easily like measure. And before I and these are some of the stats, okay, which basically talk about like why your website performance is important. So we do have to go through this all of these stats, but these are pretty important. Like your site performance is directly basically impacting your engagement and conversion. Like if your site is basically even a 0.1 second has your like you can your site has even 0.1 second improvement in site speed, you see 8.4% increase in retail conversion. Similarly, if your site is slow, you will see a lot of card abandonment, you see decrease in loyalty, you see like people are moving to like your competitors. So these are all important, and these are all related to website performance. And if you see, like if you know what is the main purpose of edge delivery services, basically to create a high performance site. And it's not just in term of technical, like having a fast site, it's one of the thing, but it should be like it should also justify your business value. Like it should also increase your business value. And and how do we do that? Basically, your investment should be less, and your time to market should be faster, and your content author basically should need to have less training. So all these are the benefits of EDS. So overall, combined together, edge delivery services basically is designed to basically make your website faster and with a perfect lighthouse score. Okay. And how do we achieve the same kind of functionality? Basically, how we can have the same kind of fast running website for commerce using EDS? So basically, to complement EDS, there should be something very fast, available in commerce also. Like traditional APIs are not that fast, so Adobe basically built a commerce SaaS services on top of Adobe Commerce, okay, which basically complement EDS and combine. If you combine both of these things, you have a very fast running commerce, basically website or storefront that is basically powered by edge delivery. Okay, so before I even talk about the commerce architecture, let's have a look on the very simplified architecture of website that is delivered through edge delivery services. Okay, so you can see the this is the your site which has like all the content and code. Everything is basically all the functionality are mainly delivered through blogs. Okay, and which has like content and as well as code which are coming from edge delivery services. If you remember, we had these content bus, code bus in the inside the like pipeline layer in edge delivery services. So that is coming from edge delivery service. And for end like for the authors, like they are basically this content they can author basically in Google Drive, Google Docs, and Google Sheet, or they can use like Microsoft Word and Excel. And that content can also be consumed from AEM, and then code at the end is running in basically lying in GitHub, and that is basically synced using the connector to the code bus. Okay, and then we can also have like any third party extension. These are basically some JS integration that you can do on your website so to support any functionality. Now, now we basically introduce this commerce drop-in components in between like blocks and third party. So what are these commerce drop-in components? So these are like micro front-end based you can say components or blocks which basically provide commerce specific features like product detail pages, card, product listing pages, or the checkout. All these functionality which you expect in your commerce website or web store, basically. So that basically these components provide out of box, and these are basically powered by Adobe Commerce. Like this, they get all the data from Adobe Commerce that they connect to Adobe Commerce through GraphQL APIs. So Adobe Commerce basically, and but what is the purpose of why do we even need it drop-in components? So if you think on a very high level, Adobe Commerce is an headless API which can be integrated like on any page as an extension, like we integrate in third party. But to build the front end for commerce functionality, there's lie extreme difficulty because there are a lot of things that you need to consider. So basically, to make the life of developer and end user, sorry, not the end user, developer and the content author easy, there's already these blocks available, or you can say drop-ins available, which basically save you a lot of time, and you can easily up and running basically in a very short time. So I am just using one analogy like in AEM, like if you want to build commerce experience through Adobe Commerce, you will basically use SIF framework and then you use SIF component. Similarly, we have like drop-in here. It's like a SIF component for EDS. Okay, so So as I explained, so combined all these rest of the thing along with the commerce drop-in component, they basically help you to create this storefront. Storefront, as I mentioned, is nothing with it's just a UI where you basically present your products for end user, and they do all the commerce related activities on your website. Okay, so they basically help you to build this storefront, and I'll be talking about these drop in details in upcoming video. Okay, so don't worry about like what are drop in, but you can just think of these are like similar to blocks. Okay, and which provides commerce functionality. Now let me talk about this middle layer in little bit detail. If you just think about this middle layer, I'm just segregating that here in this diagram. So you can, what you can see, at the bottom we have this Adobe Commerce, which is like our commerce instance, like Magento, which basically powering or like providing all the it has all the commerce related data, and it basically support GraphQL APIs. And on top of Adobe Commerce, as I was talking about in the previous slide, there's the SaaS services, which is like very, you can say, provide very fast data to your commerce drop-in. Not all the drop-ins basically consume data from here. So basically, this SaaS services only support get operations. So your company like PDP, PLP, where you are fetching the product-related data or the category-related data, these are basically connecting to these services, especially the catalog services. Okay, and this live search you can as the name already suggests, basically used to search and filter out the products, and product recommendation is basically to use to suggest similar products, and connect data connection services basically to send your commerce send your end user activity data to AEP for other use cases, so you don't have to worry about this for time being. So these commerce storefront SaaS services, you need to basically basically there are some modules available that you need to install and configure, and there's one service connector which basically help these services to get all the data from Adobe Commerce. Basically, is connect this your SaaS service with Adobe Commerce, and this basically these are like that service connector also help basically to index these data. So this is they're all the very this basically provide very fast data to our drop-in components, and I explain it only support get operation for some of the drop-ins, post operation is needed for, suppose if you are adding any item to your cart, right? If you are doing the checkout flow, so all those operation basically need something to be saved, right? So these are the post operation. These are basically directly supported by Adobe Commerce. So this is the architecture on a very high level. Hope you are able to understand. I know this is not easy, but you can basically go through the documentation in detail if you want a very detailed information. I'll provide a link in the description, and I also provide the link of my previous EDS video in the description. And as I mentioned in the upcoming videos, I'll be talking about how you can basically set up your first site, then how you can make changes in that, how you can basically use drop-ins, how you can customize drop-in, and how you can enrich your product detail pages. Okay, so hope you like this video. Thanks.